Hello there, and welcome to our weekly Sith Taker live stream. My name is Producer Tim, and I am going to be one of the hosts. And we'll head to the table shortly and say hello to the players. Pop along into chat if you want to say hello. I'm just going to make sure we are getting everything going. Take that out. Hopefully everybody is well today. Oh, hang on. I need to. That's fine. We can go without that. Right, let's pop to the table and say hello to the players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Hey guys, you are now live on the Twitch stream. So our stream is parental advisory, so do not panic if anything comes out. But we probably won't be here on the table much. We'll come back and chat to you at the end. But welcome to Brendon and Matt.
Hello.
Hello. Do you guys want to do any shout outs or anything before we get going, or should we just leave you to it?
I'm fine.
Shout out
Getting down to it.
To Brendon's tortoise, obviously.
What was it, Captain O'Shell?
Admiral O'Shell.
Oh, my apologies.
It's like Admiral Otzel from Empire.
Cool. Well, best of luck. If you can carry on with setup. Have you rolled for initiative yet?
We have.
Yeah. Did you give me first player? Or?
I gave it to you, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I will leave you guys to it.
Good luck, guys.
Cheers.
Okay, Ben, if you want to go through the lists for the viewers, I'm just going to do some admin in the background.
Cool. So Brendon has gone. They both at 199. I think Brendon's first player. Yeah. So he's got Leia and Chopper, and then he's got Luke and Foils, and he's just got Janos with the title. So quite a simple list. It's going to throw lots of dice, but it's got lots of force as well. I flew something similar. I like it. I think Ollie was flying something similar as well. Been around and look at the other list, the first order list. So we've got Tabson in the Upsilon with Pattern Analyzer, Jamming Beam, and Shield Upgrade. And we've got Lahoo's, that's how you're saying it, yeah. Which is when you perform an attack, you may spend another friendly ship's lock. Which is quite cool. With Fanatical and Special Forces Gunner. They got Phasma, load out the same, Special Forces Gunner and Fanatical. Then you've just got Lieutenant Revis, which is Initiative 1. It's a nice little blocker. And after a ship at range 1 to 2 gains a red or orange token, if you don't have that ship locked, you may acquire a lock. So I'm assuming he's going to be flying Phasma next to Tavson. We've seen that little tasty combo there. So you either shoot Phasma, and Phasma and Tavson gets a free action, or you don't shoot Phasma and Tavson still gets a free action. I think Mr. Sutcliffe put me onto it. It's quite a good list. I was rubbish with it though. What's Brendon? Let's see, we've got all the rocks down. Placing forces now and see how it goes.
What do you think to the new map?
Yeah, I've just noticed it moving.
Yeah, it's it's one of the new preloaded ones. I think someone gave me it like a week or two ago, or was going to give it to me, but it looks like it's now just part of the mod. There's also like a couple of blank star fields as well.
Oh yeah, it's updated recently, hasn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think it was today, early today. So I just realised the stream still says knockout final, so let's change that.
Look at Brendon, he's going at an angle. As soon as you see an angle, some janks going on there. So I wonder if he's going to keep everyone together.
It's done. Cool, I think everything is good. For those who are watching, can you just let me know if the sound is coming through okay? I think it was fine.
I'll just be back in 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. So it looks like they're just setting dials now.
Hello again.
Hello again. Cool. Looks like they're all set.
Just so you know, your hand is visible because you've got you're set as a colour rather than a spectator.
Yeah, I'll change that back in a sec. I was just so get the timer done. So if I have a visible hand, I can also like tab the screen. So assuming they're gonna, yeah, there we go. So they're starting the time now. Cool.
So the first order player should move first.
Let's go. Oops.
Taking a shield token with him.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the way that the tokens do track around with Tabletop Simulator, but you do get that sometimes if your token's a little bit too close. And you can see both players have obviously set quite far back, just to try and avoid that.
I tend to do that now.
Yeah, there's another one. It's quite far away though, isn't it? It's
yeah, it doesn't usually trigger from that far away. Maybe it has just been updated though, so
possibly, yeah.
So it looks like they're actually stuck on Tavson. Maybe when he's picked Tavson up, they've gone.
Yeah,
I
possibly.
don't know. So let's see what Brendon does now. So I've seen him do some janky starts before. This looks like it's quite a normal one from him.
Okay,
Yeah, both are sort of slow rolling there, aren't they, to see what the other's doing?
Yeah, I think that's it, really, isn't it? It's yeah, I think it's going to be obviously a very cagey start because both these lists can hit fairly hard, and so yeah, one person probably does want to go barreling in.
I love the first order. I really want to find a list that I enjoy.
Yeah, it's. I think they got some nice toys now. Certainly these FO fighters have got some interesting abilities.
The silencers are good for the price as well.
Yeah, I think
just
with
just the generics.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. So I'm playing in Dathomir this weekend, so it'd be very interesting to see how many we see.
Have you chose your list yet?
Well. I've submitted a list, and then on the way home from work, I was thinking in the car, and I was just like, oh. So I've submitted Ray and 2 A-Wings at the moment.
Oh yeah,
but
that's the thing is because it's so easy just to change your list before an event on TTS. It makes that quick change even more just tempting.
Well, this is it. So I think Dion said that entrants are open until like the night before. But if you've bought your ticket already, you need to get a list in. So I've put that list in, but I don't think it has to be done till tonight, and I imagine that's America tonight as well. So during the course of the stream, anything could happen. I could quite easily flip. I mean, so it's the 5 advances is the other one I'm considering, but I've not had a chance to play them against the Nantex yet. So I'm not too sure. Whereas I think the Ray and the 2 A-Wings will be fine against the Nantex. Well, I say fine, not terrible.
Yeah, you've got to hope for a good first engagement, I guess, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean that's it. Ray can hit like an absolute powerhouse, and she could quite easily delete an Nantex by herself. But equally, the 4 or 5 other Nantex could just chip away at her shields. So
yeah,
I'm not 100% sold. But equally, everybody saw the amount of sort of Nantex that were flying around at Corellia. So maybe this is where everybody then techs against Nantex. And this is the wonderful thing about tournament meta, certainly emerging tournament meta, is that, you know, it could be all over the place, which would be very interesting to see.
I don't know if you listened to, I think was it called Bohan who won it?
Yeah.
I think he's a friend of Brendon's, actually. But he was saying that there probably would have been more Nantex higher up if he met quite a lot of Nantex, like, sort of mirror matches himself.
Yeah. Well, that was it. Interestingly, I was looking at a Nantex list that basically would have the bid and also had Chertek in the list. And Chertek was simply there to fight against other Nantex. And it's all right, but I haven't had enough practice with Nantex to want to, you know, play 6 rounds with them. But then I'm sure people will tell me that it's an easy list to fly, so hey, just fly it.
It's pretty similar to the advances. If you think you can out-joust them, do it.
Yeah, it's interesting. So with the Nantex, I think you do need to have a think about your turrets. I did enjoy the list. It is quite tricksy. The amount of, you know, sort of arcs you're throwing around and the amount of shots you're getting. No shields though is quite scary, and that's where I think the advances could be okay.
Yeah.
Because obviously the crits that they can push through, you know, potentially they'll land crits and cause them problems.
So we've got the First Order player here now, sort of dominating the middle of the mat. I can't imagine that he's going to bring Ray in there for an honourable joust. Not Ray,
Leia.
sorry. Leia. He's preparing himself, though, in case they do another time. I don't know if you've noticed, he's put his locks on his own ship.
Yep. So protects himself from any jams or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I played against Martin, and he was running Hollow, and I think he'd played against Kester, and he'd also seen how Kester played, and basically the first turn, every First Order ship locked Hollow, so that when you pass over tokens, you could choose to pass over a target lock.
Oh, that's a really good idea, though.
Yeah, if you say you only had a focus token or whatever, and you didn't want to pass it over, then at least you've got those spare tokens. But it's something I did very similarly with my advances versus I want to say Seavor. Well, it might have been Chopper. Chopper did jamming as well, didn't he? The droid on the Republic, on the Jedi.
Yeah, he's when you move. Seavor's when you shoot.
Yeah, so what I did with my advances in the first turn against that match, I think it might have been in the Space Jam, is I actually just target locked a debris cloud the first turn, and then that way when the jam came in, because I was using my passive sensors, he would jam off in the activation phase, and my passive sensors would activate, and then I'd get the target lock. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, big brain play from me there, you know. But no, it's.
Do you think we're gonna have Tavson trying to bump into things to slow himself down a bit here, or do you think he's gonna try and just one bank in or something?
Yeah, I think he wants to be careful. He doesn't want to go too far into this debris field, because otherwise the rebel. I mean, certainly Leia will be able to get round behind him.
I wonder if Leia's just gonna sloop and come back down, so not really engage yet.
Yeah, so she has got her arcs out the side, so a sloop wouldn't be a terrible move for her, actually, because then, yeah, like
and
you
she
say...
has got the Force, hasn't she?
Yep.
Just because from that action, if he turns in, Leia can go away.
What's her pilot ability?
Right, Leia's.
Yeah.
It's if... I'll have to double check, I can't remember. It's something about K turns or spending Force. After a friendly ship fully executes a red maneuver, if it's at range 0 to 3, you may spend 1 force. If you do, that ship gains 1 focus token or recovers 1 force.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, Leia is just a free mod, basically.
Yeah.
But you do also have the nice turns where, if like Luke wants to K-turn, you can still get a focus, or, you know, if he does need that force, you can get it back.
And Janel's, it's adding red dice, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. Been a while. Since I've seen the Hawks, and then we've seen them
So you used to see a lot of Death Ray, didn't you, in 1.0 with Jan and Ray?
Yeah, I was thinking because we've seen saw Hawks last week, didn't we? So we had Torkoal Mux last week.
Yes, we did. Scumhawk, so
yeah. Yeah, so just a bit more sort of positional play at the moment. 10 minutes into the game, so no one sort of overly committing as such.
I like this part of the game. I think it's one of the most interesting parts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is it's like this is why X-Wing for me is my favourite game. It's the sort of the bluff double bluff, because I know what moves you can do, you know what moves I can do, and it's like, well, has Leia dialed in the sloop here, or has she actually perhaps done a hard turn, or something like that? And
I think my favourite personally is playing somebody I know and expecting, when you know someone does one thing and you go to block. See, she thinks I'm hilarious.
Someone has to.
Hello, little witch. Oh. Okay, you say hello to everybody. There's only Tim there now.
Hello.
Love you. Have beautiful dreams. And look forward for school tomorrow. It's the first day. We need lots of new friends. You are. You are. I don't think you can, darling. There's lots of toys there, though. I think.
Lots of toys. I think I want to go.
Scary spider. We can see it.
So we've got First Order now, looking to sort of turn in towards where Ray could end up, taking a target lock.
Quickly say hello. Hold on, let me set it up. Alright, say hello.
I think you may have muted your mic. Either that or we've lost Ben.
Hello.
Hello, did you mute yourself?
I tried to, yeah. I realised that I hadn't done it first, and you could all hear me talking to my child again.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's kind of become a stream speciality.
So we've got the First Order TIE Fighters turning in now and taking a couple of target locks on Ray. And I guess that could almost be a bit, sort of not fussed if perhaps Ray does sloop here or doesn't engage, because then they've got the target locks for a future turn. But Janos has certainly turned in. And with the Mouldy Crow title, we have got a 3 red dice attack coming out the front.
Yeah, it's quite a tasty gun itself, isn't it?
And we must have 2 or 3 focus tokens banked now, so possibly considering.
Well, you can only have 2 banked.
Yeah,
2
so,
banked, and then do another one.
Yeah, so done another focus.
The thing is with the Mouldy Crow as well is that's going to be coming in fully modded as well, isn't it? Because when it does decide to shoot, it's going to have the target lock and the focus. So it's most likely 3 hits.
Yeah. So Luke has just barrel rolled out just to avoid that debris cloud, and Leia hasn't slooped and just done a hard turn. Is currently stressed. Bless you.
Thank you.
So that should clear Leia's stress that's on the base. And it's possibly like a target lock from a previous turn.
I think that was either Jan or Luke's target lock, just for the jam in case.
Yeah, it's Luke's.
Okay.
So there is a stress on the base there.
I can't see the stress. Oh yeah, he's probably forgot to take it off.
Yeah, 2 sec. Well, I don't know if you could probably just change the color of your hand and then just sort of drag it and tap it. I mean, she did a blue maneuver, so she'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just taking it away.
So on the back corner. Yeah.
I've done it.
So, looks like, what manoeuvre did Tavison do? Did Tavison do the stop or did he bump? Tavison did a 1 forward, so possibly just came forward slightly. But certainly the 2 FO fighters and Phasma have come forward. Now, Phasma is Phasma, isn't it? Before I go mad.
Yeah.
So it looks like she's done an evade action there because quite likely going to be taking damage.
That's Lahoo's, sorry.
Lahoo's, is it?
Yeah, Phasma's the yellow one.
Yellow one, okay. So yeah, just missing the Hawks arc there.
So I'm surprised that Phasma is not closer to Tavson, if I'm honest.
Well, that's it, because you want to be able to transfer that damage, because Leia could shoot Phasma here, and then the damage will just get reflected onto the TIE fighter.
Yeah, because it's a must.
Yeah. So we've got the Mouldy Crow taking a range 3 shot, spends a focus, because you might as well for 2 hits and a crit. In defense, we're going to spend that focus token to get 3 evades.
Yep.
Seems fair, but I imagine Leia will probably also have a range 3 pop shot here.
Sometimes it's nice just to strip them tokens off, isn't it?
Well, definitely, because you don't want to take that shot back. Even at range 3, that Falcon's only got 2 green dice.
I mean, the Falcon does still have focus and force as well.
Yeah. But you know what happens when you roll 2 red dice? You always seem to get 2 hits, and then...
Never works that way for me.
But taking the range 2 shot into Phasma, Phasma will only have 2 green dice in defense, whereas...
so I think he's doing Jan.
Oh, Jan, yeah.
So that's a stress for the Hawk, and an extra dice.
Nice.
Who's the dash now?
Oh.
Spend a force.
Yeah. So hit 2 crits. 1 evade. So we have 2 crits. So that would be a shield on Phasma and a shield on...
Whose is it?
Yeah. No. Revis. Lieutenant Revis.
Revis.
Yeah. And this is where you say, like, if Tavson was a bit closer, then you would have got an action, because you would have reflected the damage. So Luke spends a force for 3 hits at range 2 into Lahoo's.
Tavson.
Oh, that's a blank out, and that'll be all.
Who's got an
evade? Oh,
who's got an evade? Yeah.
Okay.
Still unlucky.
Well, yeah.
Still got a shot back into the Hawk.
Yeah. Range 3.
Their ability say. Friendly. I was just checking that it said friendly target lock, because it would be funny if he used one of the others.
Oh. So we had triple eyeballs there, but no focus token.
Oh. I bet
So
Brendon
Phasma looks to be range
pretty
2.
happy there.
Just range 2 here.
Yep.
Can't really get much closer. So looks like we've got 2 crits.
Probably going to spend the lock.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just into a blank. Oh, and the Falcon doesn't evade, so that's 2 shields on Leia.
How many does Leia have?
5.
Yeah. The Rebel one's the best one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the Falcon at the height of its power.
Oh!
See, I told you, 2 red dice. Don't need mods. Oh, but it's fine. We got the focus for 2 evades.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
You were right, though.
It's the way my A-wings always seem to work as well. It's like, you know, I end up spending my focus in defense, and then when I come to shoot them, they're just like, oh, here's a hit crit. It's fine. Don't have to worry about your advanced optics or anything. So, a fair amount of damage dealt in the first turn, but probably advantage rebels, you'd say?
Yeah. Yeah, I think with that just Phasma being that little bit too far, it stopped a lot of the shenanigans.
That's it, because then suddenly, perhaps being able to get a target lock or something.
Well, it's you shoot Phasma, and then suddenly she's passed the thing on to Tavson, who then coordinates her and gives her a focus, gives her whatever she needs. Then she's double modded. I think I probably would have coordinated with Tavson there anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
As my actual action. See, the problem we've got here now is the Upsilon doesn't have a lot of choices, really. I mean, it can do like the hard... I think it's got a hard 1 red, has it? Maybe. I can't remember. But then it's stressed then, and all his abilities sort of disappear. Or you turn in, you go in towards that debris, and again, you're getting stressed and turning off a pilot ability.
Yeah.
So, although Pattern Analyzer is really good on that ship, it's also like a double-edged sword because it cuts out so much of your shenanigans.
Yeah, so you want to be stress-free, don't you, so that you can then do those extra actions in the engagement phase.
Exactly.
But possibly Tavson could just go 1 forward here, because there's every chance that you'll still get the Mouldy Crow in arc, depending how fast the Mouldy Crow goes forwards.
I mean, it's stressed, so it's not going anywhere fast.
It's not, but yeah, it probably can't. Well, it may be able to get out of arc. I mean, I don't know if if the 2 forwards blue, that might just get it out of arc.
I can't remember. I just remember at the start of 2.0 when we were flying the 4 horsemen list.
Yeah.
That if you got stressed, you really got left behind.
But Luke could potentially be sat in front of Tavison here, and that could be a problem. Because that X-Wing's only got 2 green dice.
Yeah. I don't know how he can dodge it. I suppose he can shut his files and do whatever the other side of the file says.
Yeah.
That gives you the boost in it. Boost focus, I think.
I think so, yeah.
So, he could always maybe 2, 3 and boost up. Just to try and come up behind. Or even... Do they do? I don't think they do. No, they don't. That's a nice loot card that Brandon's got. Brendon, sorry.
Yeah, some nice alt arts, aren't there, floating around?
Yeah. So obviously, I forgot it. Turns right. Yes, they're all going to come in, aren't they, on the Hawk?
I think so. It should be a fairly soft target this turn. And like I say, because of the stress, you can be fairly sure. Although, I suppose you got the focus banked. So Tavison there's a hard white 2. Just missed the debris, which is nice.
That's nice. What's he doing? Must be thinking. Maybe he's considering taking the lock.
Yeah, because I don't think the reinforce is probably worth it.
No, I'd just focus and see what happens.
So yeah, looks like we've got the target lock going off here. Interesting. I think.
Oh, I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, I might have been tempted at Leia. I mean, it's possibly for a second turn. Oh, I suppose actually it triggers Revis's ability, doesn't it? When a ship in 0 to 2 gets a red token and target locks a red.
Okay.
I believe that is the.
I mean, they're certainly blue now.
Yeah.
I do prefer like the old style target lock still, though. I know a lot of players still use them.
Yeah, there's the matching pair.
Yeah, it's just more visual to see.
Yeah, it's certainly very clear, isn't it? I mean, I know with my advances, I used 5 sort of different coloured ones. So although it's just a single one, it's very clear what ship they were, as opposed to like being numbered or anything like that. And I do that on TTS as well. In fairness, I do colour the target locks. So where are we at? So I think that was Phasma is doing a focus action. Okay. And a rotate. I suppose can still shoot out the front, and then with special. I assume she's got special forces gunner.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so can fire out front and back if Leia goes out the back. Luke has just done a 1 bank here and turning in slightly.
Sorry, I'm just Ian from the next game's just messaged me.
All right.
He wanted to know what the horseman list was. He's going to be gutted when he sees that you can't fly it anymore.
I was about to say, it's like 250 points now or something stupid.
No, it's 221. It's not quite as good anymore because you've got all the force modifiers knocking around.
Yeah.
And also calculates, it doesn't affect... It was before we had a lot of calculating ships around.
So it looks like Luke is taking a target lock here.
The thing is, he can probably wipe that ship out there.
Yeah.
Because it's only got, what's it, 3, is it? Yeah, 3.
So this is
Ray's going to be lobbing 4 or 5 dice if need be. Leia, sorry.
So I reckon Phasma is it's close, but I don't think there's arc there. So we've got the Corellia target lock coming out. It's quite weighty. It sounds like like a metal coin almost, isn't it?
I think it's supposed to be like a coin, isn't it?
So yeah, Moldy Crow comes forward.
So he can target lock things. Oh, he's focused as well. There's nothing stopping. Let's see, I've got the noise off on my computer. I should turn it on, I can hear things.
Whoa. And then Lahuz has come charging in, which could be interesting. Range 1 in front of Luke. Luke will get to shoot first. In fact, all the rebels are PS5, aren't they? So that
yeah.
They could all shoot into Lahuz first. Lahuz will still get to shoot because being PS5 as well, but possibly get some crits through. Interesting turn.
Yeah, it's going to be some. I think not Lahuz, Rivez is probably going to die here.
Yeah, I think
because there's not. You don't really. So here's that conundrum of you don't really want to shoot Phasma because Phasma will then pass actions off.
Yeah. So yeah, Ray's taking a range 2 obstructed shot into Revis.
And I think he's probably going to check to see if he can do... Oh, no?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Luke getting the extra red dice here.
Yeah. So he's going to re-roll...
So yeah, with the target lock, re-rolling
just
all 3.
Everything.
Oh,
Jesus.
So that was 2 blanks and a focus, re-rolled into 2 blanks and a focus. Is it worth spending the force there? No.
No, it's not bothering.
So, Moldy Crow next. Because Luke could take a 5 dice range 1 attack here, couldn't he? I know, they're all going into Revis by things. So that's better from Janors, so 3 hits by spending the focus. And we have a blank, focus, and evade from the TIE-FO, so probably spending the focus. Maybe not.
Yeah, because if he survives, he has got the lock.
Yeah. Yeah, so it takes 1 damage, so that's half points, but we're probably going to see Luke firing as well, I imagine.
Yeah.
Range 2, not obstructed. Taking the stress on Janors for an extra dice. So 4 red dice with a target lock, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, that's 2 crits and spending both force to do 2 hits, 2 crits. And that's a very much dead TIE fighter. That's quite, I think...
It just took all the damage.
Just take the whole deck. So that's 1 gun off the table and 1 less ship that will be shooting into Janors. But I think we're going to see both TIE SFs shooting into Janors. Phasma's probably only get 2 red dice though, because the Special Forces gunner is... Oh no, you have to be firing... You have to have the turret out the front, don't you, to get the Special Forces gunner?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if Phasma's in. So, range 1 shot. Oh, that's a shame. 2 blanks, focus, a hit, but there should be a target lock there.
I think has he got a focus as well somewhere?
Just delete your arc. Yeah, there you go. It's just hiding.
He's got a focus.
Oh, nice. So it's now re-rolled and spin the focus for 4 hits into Janors. Janors gets 2 green dice in defense and blanks out. So 2 shields and 2 damage.
What's it got?
1 hole left.
Yeah.
Which Phasma could finish off. So
Phasma now, sure.
Yeah, Phasma range 2. So yeah. Just the 2 red dice. Which is a hit crit. Who needs mods?
Wait, it needs paint on them both.
Oh, we got plenty of focus tokens there, haven't we?
Yeah. It's a panic that get it spent.
And no shot from the Special Forces gunner out the rear.
Checking the rear,
yeah. But we got Tavison now. Going to take a range 3 shot. Can be chosen as obstructed into Leia, so I assume he won't be.
Coward.
4 red dice into our 2 agility ship at range 3.
Show your dominance by taking the obstructed anyway.
Yeah. Wow. There seems to be the roll for the First Order this turn. 2 blanks, hit focus, and we have an evade from the Vulcan.
Cool.
Interesting. So, although the First Order lost a ship there, I think they'd be quite happy to have got the Mouldy Crow down to 1 hit point.
Yeah. Tavson's in a bit of an awkward spot, though.
Is he, though? Because he will move before the rest of them, and he could easily hard 2 at the Mouldy Crow this turn, which might block Luke and Janors.
I think I'd just try and smash the Hawk into him.
Yeah, no, I think you. I think the Rebel player does. Or do you just take a red stop and just think that you might be able to shoot?
I mean, Rey seems like not Rey. I've determined that it's Rey, aren't I? Leia seems like she could quite easily just shoot past the arc.
Yeah.
I mean, how many force? Luke's got 1 force, hasn't he? Yeah. You can just 1 forward and bump, it's fine.
I've got both lists in now for our 8:30 game.
Cool.
So it's going to be double fire spray versus double IG and a jump master.
So is that none by any chance?
Yeah.
So you've got the double fire sprays are Ian,
yeah.
And Darren is the IGs and no.
Yeah.
Got a thing for jump masters.
Well, I think non being so cheap, it's certainly worthwhile.
He's by far the best jump master, price-wise.
Yeah. I quite like Tell, though. Have used him before. Take the hull upgrade and then surprise your opponent when they think they've killed you and you come back on with 2.
And then they just come back over and kill him anyway.
Well, you say that. It depends when in the game it's done. If it's right at the end of the game.
I'm quite happy for you to take that ship.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'd panic and go, oh, he's brought Dengar. Then you go Tell, and I go, oh, cool. At least it's not those shitty advances again.
Wholesome they are. They are wholesome.
Cool.
That's kind of why I'm thinking of not running them this weekend, though. Just I quite like the Ray and 2 A-Wings. It's just a sort of bit more of a dynamic list.
If you've got to fly for a full day, sat at your computer, you need to make sure it's something you enjoy.
I mean,
it's not quite the same buzz as like being in an in-person tournament, is it?
No.
Obviously, it is filling an itch. It's not quite the same.
Cool. So that's that done.
I think this turn really depends on where the Upsilon goes.
Yeah, because you could get like a 1 bank, sort of trying to predict where Leia's going.
Yeah, I don't think that too hard fits either.
What, towards the Crow?
Yeah. I think you'll bump into Phasma.
Actually, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So although you'd move before, maybe that's not a bad position though. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah. Obviously, although he moves before the Rebels, he moves before the 2 SFs as well. The thing is, though, if he turns towards Leia, then Luke and the Crow are just going to roll up and just take cheap shots into Tavison, which seems not ideal. Although maybe that would trigger his ability for double modded attacks into Leia.
Or some coordinating shenanigans.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks like he changed his mind with Lose. Just want to see where Tavson goes so I can start making wild guesses. It doesn't look like he's... oh no, he's trying hard to... Oh, spicy. But now it's a definite bump.
You'd imagine so, but then...
Even, I don't know what the Hawk could do to not bump it. Because he's got to try and clear that stress.
Yeah. But what's the Hawk got there? 1 focus token, so you could, as an action, you could potentially jam the Hawk now, remove a focus, and then if the Hawk bumps, it's going to be tokenless. And get a decent top-down view. There's also a bit of thoughts at the moment about the action to be taken here. I think you just noticed there is a... No, it's not a friendly target lock on him. Because it would be red if there's a friendly target lock. So he could jam off the focus.
The jammer gets to choose anyway.
Yes, but what?
So the person doing the jam chooses which token. Dude, it's only worth doing the lock thing on to someone who doesn't have tokens ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Thing is, though, like, even if he does take out the Hawk, it's like probably the least important piece in this list. So he's coordinated a lock. So he's coordinated a lock to Phasma.
Hmm. So maybe Phasma's going to bump into the back of Tavison here.
Maybe he's assuming that the Hawk...
Interesting though. Could you not have done the linked action?
He could have done, yeah. Oh, he has done.
Yeah, maybe he's just remembered. So obviously do the target lock with the coordinate and then link that into the rotate. Then Phasma bumps. We're assuming the Hawk bumps here. We're going to have a range 1 shot. Yeah. So,
yeah. And if the Hawk does shoot Phasma and strips off the shields, you've activated Fanatical as well. You're not going to kill Phasma here. I wouldn't have thought anyway.
So Leia is just taking a nice gentle route round the back now. And is probably going to target lock Phasma here.
I suppose that's not a bad shout because Tavson, although he'll be taking damage, he can't coordinate now because he's already done it.
Can't coordinate, but he could target lock Luke.
Oh yeah, he's got the Luke shot, hasn't he?
Yeah. Five red dice, range 1.
Luke, he'll laugh it off. He has the Force.
Yeah. Only 2 green dice though.
He's got Force.
That's not how the Force works. Oh, you said the thing.
See, I set it up and you were just not even going for it.
Yeah, it could be quite a bloody turn here because we're going to get a Lahoo's shot into the Hawk as well. So it looks like we're just... so Janels has taken a range 1 shot into Phasma. I guess this will potentially reflect twice into Tavison, so Tavison can get focus target lock into Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying that as if Phasma lives. So that's 4 hits. I know Phasma will be fine because one of those has to go into Tavison.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4 hits from Janels into Phasma. The Phasma's going to have 2 green dice in defense. We get 1 evade. So 1 will get reflected, and then we get 2 onto Phasma. So, Phasma's out of shields now, and Tavison takes a shield.
Tavson taking an action.
Oh, actually, may not have Luke. If I was a
just tried to lock.
Well, no, I'm just looking at the arc. I've just zoomed in. If I was a betting man, he might just have Luke, but it'll be on the line if he's in.
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator's just crashed. That's why I'm having to ask you questions.
Oh, okay. I'll say yours has crashed, mine hasn't.
No, mine crashed.
Yeah, I think we're just considering the options here. Because it might be better. I suppose he can't coordinate, so actually...
No, he's already coordinated.
What's he considering action-wise? Unless jamming... Don't know, because Luke hasn't got any tokens, so I don't think jamming... Can he jam Leia, possibly, if Leia was range 2? But he's just taking the focus token on Tavison, I think. Although he's put it into Lahoo's. I don't know if you want to just...
Can't see anything at the moment.
Okay. Do you want to just go into the Discord room and just check if they've just coordinated twice there?
Okay, mate.
So Janors is taking the stress to give Leia the extra shot. We're going to see this into... Okay, so I think they are just discussing. Yeah, so did coordinate twice, so can still do the action if he wants, but may not waste the charge.
Yeah, they had, so we're just changing over now.
Yeah,
He coordinated twice, so he's just...
that's cool. Yeah, no harm, no foul. I think it can get quite messy with Tavison though, because like
Yeah, it's confusing, isn't it?
yeah, some turns you can just do so much.
There we go, I can see it again.
I wonder if I'd still take the target lock action with Tavison. I mean, it cost a charge.
I mean, I'd definitely do it.
Because you might as well measure for arc, and then if you haven't got arc, then at least you've got the target lock banked for a future turn.
Yeah, you can sort of guess and look, can't you, a little bit. It's awkward because obviously on the board, in real life, you could probably sneakily check arc while taking your lock.
Well, I think it's arc, it's not range, and I don't think you can really be that sneaky. I think it looks that close. So we got the shot from Leia using Janors for the extra red dice. Looks like we're spending the target lock. We wrong 3 dice here? Yeah. For 2 hits into, I assume, Phasma. For double evade.
I think the arc might be out. I've just been down having a closer look.
Yeah. See, I would have been tempted to give Luke the extra red dice probably, but I suppose Leia did have the target lock.
Target locks from Leia have done nothing.
Yeah. Maybe it's that Corellia coin.
Yeah, showing off your token. I'm just going into Tavison.
Oh, 3 hits. I know, going into the other SF, and that is putting that SF into hole.
Oh, because Luke bumped into that one, didn't he?
Yeah, then it went
that
forward.
one moved away.
Yeah. See, that's why I would have been tempted to give Luke the extra red dice and just take a 5 red dice shot there.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking of that. That's tasty.
But then again, I don't suppose you can really bank on it blanking out. So, so Lahoo's is taking the shot into the Mouldy Crow.
So it only needs to do 1 damage here.
Yeah. Oh, might struggle.
Got target lock.
Does have the target lock. Okay. So 1 crit so far, re-rolling 3 red dice.
Oh, he's spending Tavson's. That's tasty.
So 2 hits and a crit. I think the Hawk is dead.
Definitely.
Yep.
Extra dead. At least you don't have to worry about clearing that stress.
Yeah. So Phasma's got no shot because the arc got rotated forward. Oh, no valid targets. I wonder if I can zoom in before they delete it. Oh, that is... Oh. Didn't quite see it, but that must have been just like millimeters out. So that's it. That's what X-Wing is. A game can come down So just millimeters.
Oh, see now, Tavson's almost out of the fight for a while. This is the point where I struggle with Upsilon.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Like, I mean, maybe you just take a red stop here, hope to like block Luke, because Leia's got that rock that she just needs to make sure that she doesn't clip. So she's possibly just going to go straight here.
The problem is, what does the stop gain you? Because your other ships can't do much about it.
Well, they can, because they're SFs, so they could hard turn. So Lahuz could come, basically, they could both fly over Tavison and rotate their arcs out the rear. I mean, Luke has got, looks like one force available. But, you know, I mean, it's all very well us sitting here in our ivory towers judging.
Yeah, I'm unsure. Like you say, Leia probably is out of the fight.
It's quite a close game, though, score-wise. So Brendon is currently in the lead, 77 points to 59. So a half points on Luke, or half points on Leia, you know, suddenly flips it back in his favour. Admittedly, one of those TIE SFs is, you know, on one hull now.
Yeah. Phasma. Although they both, the thing you've got to remember now is Fanatical is active on both of them.
Yeah.
So you know, there's nothing stopping them taking the evade.
That's it, and just try and be a bit more, a bit tankier.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the red stop from Tavison. Going to pattern analyze a coordinate or a jam. Okay, target lock into Luke. Which is interesting because I think surely it would have made more sense to target lock last turn.
So Lahuz can spend that target lock. I think that's what he's thinking.
Okay. So we got evade and rotate from Phasma.
Yeah. And then depending on where Luke is, he can decide whether to take the evade or the focus with Lahuz, depending on what he's done.
You see, he has edged forwards here. I think he's still going to be out of arc, but he may just creep in.
So you take it on Tavson, don't you?
He's not,
because Lahuz is only just in arc.
Yeah, and he's stressed anyway, isn't he?
It's only just in arc.
Well, and Lahuz is not going to be there in a second, I imagine.
That's what I mean. Lahuz is probably turning away. I think they've got like, at least hard twos, if not hard ones.
Oh no, definitely. Yeah, I mean this is what I thought. They're both hard too. It's what I said. Is essentially they just fly over the top of Tavison. Because now Luke can only shoot Phasma or Tavison. He can't shoot the guy who's on one hull.
Sadly, though, that one can also not shoot Luke, which is a shame.
No, probably not. But
even if he rotates,
but he's not going to give up any damage.
No. Just taking an evade from the looks of it.
Yeah, sounds like a sensible idea. Unless you take a target lock for next turn if you're not going to get shot.
Well, he can always barrel roll then, I think.
Okay.
He can always use Tavson's lock. Barrel roll's a bit close, isn't it? I bet it fits up maybe back. Oh, no. None of them fit, I don't think.
No. It's possibly worth trying because it's white, isn't it? So you almost but you don't.
I don't think they have any stressful actions at all.
No, and you don't lose anything, attempting it because he's not going to get shot. And it's probably a good thing that it didn't fit because now if Taverson, I suppose Taverson's stressed, so he's not going to be using his ability. So, so we got 2 hits and an eyeball and spend the force. Yeah. We got two greens at range 3.
It's range 2 in it, though.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, it's range 2.
Rolls an eyeball. I don't think he has any way of modifying that. So 3 shields.
I mean, Tufson's not that bothered.
Probably not. I mean, he's going to get a range 1 shot from Luke as well. And only 3 shields left now. Unless Luke goes after Phasma at range 2. Because she is only rolling 2 green dice in defense, even with an evade token.
Problem is, unless he rolls 3 hits, he's probably only doing 1 damage.
Spends a force for 2 hits.
Yeah, so he can't do any damage here.
No, because
even if it was in, he'd send it off to.
Oh yeah, what? Yeah,
and anyway.
Yeah, the 1 damage would get reflected onto Taverson.
Yeah,
yeah.
The Phasma ability is quite good because in the comics, I don't know if you've read any of the comics.
No.
In the comics, she's always like the Phasma comic's really good, but she basically just kills people to hide what a shithead she is.
Yeah, I have heard she's well, I've read some of the background behind her, and obviously
it's nice to sort of have the character flesh out.
Oh, Luke is range 1. Oh,
and he's got a lock.
Oh, that's 4 hits and an eyeball.
He's going to spend he's got a target lock.
Oh, so yeah, he's rolling it. There's 1 evade, so that's 4 damage going into Luke. So 2 shield, 2 hull, and that's half points on Luke Skywalker.
I didn't expect that to happen there.
Well, yep. Oof, that's gonna tickle.
That's a complete shift of the game, isn't it?
Well, this is it. Now the First Order are leading 90 points to 77.
I'd have said before that happened, the Rebels were quite comfortably in a dominant position. But
well, this is it. Leia now needs to do a hard turn here and come back in with just under 18 minutes remaining.
So you can kill that quite easily. So Tafson probably isn't getting an action this turn.
He's not, but he could just clear his stress. Yeah,
Luke's gone.
Looks like Leia's still got the target lock from last turn because she just spent the force, didn't she?
Yeah, but whenever she has the decent lock and she spends it, it does nothing, so I won't worry about that.
So this is our first of 2 games this evening. So join us again at 8:30 UK time, and we have a double fire spray versus double aggressor and nom lum, which will be another, I think, just a casual game, isn't it? This evening we haven't got any league games on tonight.
It's Darren's trying to reclaim his honour. Which is weird because he never had any in the first place.
I was about to say, I think he'll be trying for quite a while, but hey ho.
But Ian did say if he loses that he'd give Darren all his store champ stuff that he won. Because we were in a little chat earlier, so there's a bit of a bet on the line, which should be quite interesting.
I'll say the double fire spray list is quite interesting because they've got Cad Bane on Emon, so you do get the some little cheeky little bits there.
Ian's been flying that list for quite a while, to be fair.
Yeah, he beat. So I took 5 or 6 Nantex against it last week, and yeah, he beat it. It was close. It was, it could have gone either way towards the end, but I think Bob is still just a beast.
Unless I fly it. I played my league game the other night, and I forgot that 404 can fire at range 0.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still happy about it.
Okay, so Taverson is done a blue maneuver, but is clipped to debris. So we'll gain a stress and then roll for the debris. And we'll lose another shield.
I knew that was coming. It's been that sort of game. So I wonder what Luke's doing, because all the First Order ships are flying out now. I think he's called Matinee.
Yes.
Yeah. I recognise the letters in his name on the screen, because whenever I put his name into TTO, he's dead easy to find.
Yeah. So it looks like Phasma's taking a target lock on Luke. Luke has clipped the debris, so we'll take a stress.
I hope he didn't take this one.
Oh, they're rolling a big red dice. No, yeah, Luke is fine.
Got hit on that. Oh, it's a debris.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ignore me, mate.
I was about to say, your point is?
It's been a long day.
So yeah, Leia has turned in so that she can get back into the fight.
I wonder if he'll just rotate the arc to, because he's got that target lock anyway.
Yeah, I think I don't think that's a bad. I think that's a fine call. I mean, the other option you could have done is possibly boosted, like the straight boost would fit, and then you might get a shot.
He had his arc side to side though.
Yeah,
so.
but it comes forward like 3 forward.
Yeah,
The point of the base, so you might just get Taverson in the flank. Just try and keep some pressure. Although, actually, no, Taverson's stressed, so yeah, Taverson can't do any actions.
That's what I mean. I quite like the turning it forward and just going in on Taverson now.
Yeah,
because he can't get involved.
So Luke is going to shoot and take a range 2 shot into Phasma.
So Phasma's got 3 hull left. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's taken the evade. Oh no, she's taken the target lock this time, hasn't she? And she will regret that. So that's 2 hits and a crit. No friendly ships at range 1 to put
that
damage
is
on.
popped ship.
Yep.
That's fair.
But she...
But that's...
Oh no, she won't get to shoot because she's PS4.
No. That's probably a case of assuming that he's going to go for the damage ship over here. Because it's an easy kill. I've done it myself.
Yep. So Leia's taking a range 3 shot. Spend the target lock. And...
Oof.
Yeah, oof.
Target lock's done nothing for him ever.
No, 1 shield, but that won't trigger any of Taverson's abilities.
No. So if Luke survives this, so he's going to get a force back if he remembers. Is it only 2 dice out of the bum? Or I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's two dice for out the back. So you can have +1 red dice out the front, or you can have you can shoot front and back.
Spend the lock.
Yeah. I think you re-roll both. I mean, you might keep 1 because of fanatical, I guess, but
yeah, he's done the fanatical.
Okay, yeah, it's paid off. 2 hits. But Luke will spend a force, yeah, and not care. Which I don't blame him.
So if I think it's a hard battle for the First Order player here.
Yeah, so Brendon's now up 102 to 90. I mean, there's still, 12 points in it? But Leia's going to come in now and be able to put some pressure onto Taverson.
Tavson's pretty much out of the game now.
Yeah. Luke might have to just turn away, I think, here, and just, because he is stressed. Although he doesn't really care too much, because he should regen one of his force.
Yeah.
Although it looks like he hasn't done it quite yet. So he could just turn back in and maybe think...
Is the force regen a mandatory, or do you have to remember it?
I mean, you always recover one force and one charge. So personally, I wouldn't begrudge my opponent like forgetting as such, and then just going, "Oh, I forgot." It's kind of why I always put the force tokens on the board.
Yeah, same. I also like it because it's easy for my opponent to see.
Yeah, that's it. Problem is TTS can and don't flip it for them. I mean, yeah, easy remembered.
Yeah, I was just going to ping it for him so he sees.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, when I fly Rey, she has 2 force, and then when she moves, sometimes the force stack up on top of each other, which can be a bit annoying.
When I play 4 ships on TTS, I tend to just put it next to my ship, like in front of my cards, but make it massive so it's dead easy to see.
Yeah, pop it like next to the dial or whatever, I guess.
Well, where he's got his dials, that's where I tend to put my force.
Okay, so we've got about 9 minutes left in the game and 12 points in it, but I think the First Order will probably struggle unless... I mean, even if the Upsilon Tavson does a hard 2 here, he'll be stressed, pointing at Rey, and could possibly trade shots here, but I don't know if he can get Rey to half.
I mean, you can always just maybe like 3 bank with Rey and rotate the turret.
That would be 13. He needs to do 7 points of damage, doesn't he?
I think ideally he wants to take out the SF with Rey.
Oh yeah.
This turn.
Ooh, having been a Decimator player for many years, that is a scary place to be pointing your big ship with a not great dial.
They have the hard ones, don't they, I think? Just reinforcing the rear.
But, yeah, I mean, is it red?
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, possibly you could do a hard 2, hard 1. But, this is where, like, you get the panicked pilot or damaged engine goes in, and it'll just, yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to play with Luke this turn.
No, see, this is why I and each their own, but I probably would have just turned Taverson in against Rey here and just accepted a exchange of range 1 shots, because you're not going to lose.
He's taking the lock. Yeah. So I could see the depending on where Lahuz goes, he could always Talon next turn to start coming back in. Yeah. I think he's banking on the fact that it is probably going to get 1 more round after this.
Yeah.
So I remember, I think I was playing against Dan Slavodian in 1.0, and I went to the corner thinking that we were close to the end of the game. And it turns out that we had just enough time to set dials again, and I had to fly both my ships off the board.
I suppose that is the other way to think about it with the Upsilon, that maybe you won't have enough turns, but I would certainly be quite concerned. Especially because, the First Order are behind here, so they need to do points. And I think, this turn, the only points available were going to be putting damage into Rey. Blair, you got me saying it now.
It depends how aware they are, though, of the points.
No, absolutely.
Because, you just expect Luke to be worth quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, but I think a Force user, large ship, you'd still expect to be, fairly expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's under 80 points, so she's not terribly expensive. So it looks like a range 3 shot from Leia into Tavison. So Tavison will get 2 green dice and the reinforce. 2 hits, and we're going to spend the target lock, and it looks like spend a force.
Probably a force.
Yeah, 3 hits. 1 evade, 1 reinforce, so 1 more shield on Tavison, and Tavison is not half points. Shouldn't be half points. I don't know if the overlay just did that or not.
Like we're going straight back to dials.
I think possibly the overlay software has given half points for Tavison there, but oh no, he has 7 shields, doesn't he? So he is over half now. So yeah, it's 139 to 90. So this is it. I think it's not going to matter now. There's no way he can get half points on Rey.
No.
Leia. I've done it again. We're not doing too bad on time as well. So 5 minutes left in this game. So we're probably looking at a turn or 2. And then we'll have a quick chat with these players. And then we'll be back probably just after 8:30 with game 2. All being well. Ooh. Does he stay on? Oh.
Is it gone or not? It doesn't tell you, does it?
If I was the judge, I would say you are out.
So would I when I zoom in on it.
Yeah. I think Big Bird has just flown off the board, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess there.
Yeah,
cause...
if you zoom in and use the magnifying, you can see it clearly.
Yeah,
it's off the board.
We're
just going to play it as if it's in.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You might as well.
Sure. That's it. I mean, it's just a casual game. Yeah. Don't think it's going to matter greatly because Tavson's not going to have a shot here. And without some spectacular miracle, I can't see Leia giving up any points here.
No, I can't either, mate.
So yeah, what's that? A target lock, I guess. So it doesn't look like Rey is in. It's been an interesting game, really, because Leia hasn't done an awful amount of damage. I think it was just.
Do you mean Rey?
Yeah. No. What?
So trying to get you to say it.
But I was just saying, I don't think she's done a lot in this game. I think I'm just trying to think. I think
she did. She did early on, didn't she? When she was throwing the extra dice.
Yeah. That's it. I guess perhaps the sort of, you could say Janel's perhaps man of the match, providing those extra red dice. Looks like we've got the sloop, the signal.
So sloop. I think they're hoping to get one more round in. So if Rey Leia does a shot, see if she's got. Because Leia could quite easily. No, it's fine. Yeah, he's just blasting it out quick.
Yeah.
Spend a force. Can't see the order. He got nothing. Why do you only roll one? Oh, it's Tavson. Yeah, so they're setting their dials quickly. So this will be the last turn. Because you've entered into the dials phase.
Yeah. 1 damage done to Tavison there. So we might have a little joust here from Lahoo's into Luke.
I think you're also going to I have Leia turning in as well.
Yeah. This is it. I mean, all Tavson can do here is what, a hard 2, I guess. Unless he's cheeky and just red stops and stays off the board.
Brendon just revealed that.
I know about to say so. I think that was Leia doing a hard 3.
Yeah.
Which
I think
not surprising.
It's what I would do. It's hard 3 later, and then just 1 forward Luke, because Luke's the one who's almost dead.
Yeah.
You don't need to overcommit with Luke.
No, not at all.
And he's only got...
Well, they're each on 1 hole, aren't they? Luz and Luke.
I think Luke's got 2, has he?
2. So yeah, Luke's got 2, and he's got 2 force. I mean, Leia's got the target lock on Luz already.
They both locked Luz.
Yeah, so it's not looking good for the Thai SF. I think he's still off the board. Has he just? Oh, blimey! I think I would probably call that out as well. But they're playing on, so we're not going to worry too much about it. It's all magic.
Nothing's happened.
I mean, that might be an interesting way to play X-Wing. You could say, like, you're not actually... you could say you're not off the board unless you're fully off the board. Oh, jammed off the target lock. Not that I think it's going to matter, because if Leia does a hard 3... Oh. Must have changed.
Yeah.
Don't think she's got the rear shot into Tavison. Not that she... Well... Because I suppose if Luke shoots forwards... Is that 5 forwards?
Straight.
We don't need no actions.
I think he's already got the lock. And fanatical anyway.
Well, this is it. And I think you can probably assume that you're going to die, so what's the point in doing a defensive mod? So, Leia, range 3.
I'd laugh so hard if the ship just survived it all.
I mean, anything is possible. The way Leia's been rolling red dice, so we got 1 crit on the first roll, so I'm going to spend that Corellia token. And, still only 1 crit. Leia proving that she is not a fighter.
I think he needs to get rid of that token. It's not done him any luck.
Natty's in defense.
It's always when you need him.
And let's see, can Luke save his sister? Part-time lover. Ooh, 1 hit. I think there's a target lock there, so...
yeah, he did get the lock earlier.
Spend that and see if we can get any advances on 1. We're up to 2. And in defence... Oh, he's going to wish he had the defensive mod now.
So if he killed Luke there and survived, would he be ahead?
Another 31 points. No.
Oh, it doesn't matter then. He's probably is going to kill Luke here.
No, he'd be on 120 to 160.
Fanatical.
Yeah.
Is he going to... Yeah, he's remembered it.
1 blank, but 2 force from Luke means Luke just takes
he's
1
still
damage.
He's still got his focus on as well. Oh, that was good. That's a good ending.
Cool. Shall we jump onto the table? Because I think that's the last shot.
Yeah,
Says as he tries to find the room again.
A list on David Sutcliffe's blog, so I was sort of aware of the interactions and not to fall into the trap.
Hey guys, we are back and you're live on the Twitch. So yeah, well played. Thanks for coming on. Wow, that was a very cagey start, and then yeah, lots of red dice flying around. We weren't very impressed by the Corellia target lock. It didn't do an awful lot of work for Leia.
Oh yeah, I was a little disappointed with it, but
But yes, a very bloody game. Poor old Taverson there, just a little out of position. Just trying to get, put the handbrake on and turn around.
Oh, it's literally impossible to turn him around.
I mean, that was it. When I saw you bank into that corner, having been like a double decimator player, I was like, oh, I wouldn't want my large ship pointing into that corner. And
I should have realised I was going to be halved anyway, so I should have just turned across in front of Leia. But
I mean,
live and learn.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, the game will be on our Twitch stream for a couple of weeks, and it'll be uploaded to YouTube, and you can watch it back. And I actually said at the time I would have just done. Personally, would have done the hard 3 towards Leia, kept the stress, and just throw 4 or 5 red dice at Leia there, because you were behind, and I think probably getting getting half points on Leia would have brought you back a bit. But no, well played both of you. Well played, Brendon. It was an entertaining game nonetheless.
It was entertaining on this side as well.
Yeah, it was entertaining here. I think the mistake with Tavson was more just early on. And as soon as he revealed the dial, it executed it. The hard 2 that blocked Phasma and Lahus, he acknowledged it was a problem, but so on my end, it was, now I'm behind the shuttle, so I shouldn't have too many more problems.
Yeah.
Were you looking to bump into the back of Phasma there, were you, Matt?
No, I'd set Lahus and Phasma up, and Tavson was doing something different, and then I thought I'd risk that 2-turn, but then completely forgot to change the other 2 guys because there was going to be a giant hunk of metal in the way. I
didn't think that was terrible. I mean, it did give you the shots there, but no, I could see if it's not the plan. But anyway, we must get off. We got our second game to come. So yeah, big thanks to Brendon and Matt for coming on the stream this evening.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming on.
Give you the last chance for any shout outs or anything if you want to say hello to anybody.
Well, see you guys at Dathomir at the weekend.
You certainly will. You'll see me. I'll be playing.
Cool.
Good luck at Dathomir, guys.
Cheers, thank you.
I'll also give a quick shout out to GRX Squadron, the squadron based in Kitchener and Waterloo, Ontario. They're the guys I hang out with, and I know several of them are watching right now.
Fantastic. Yeah, our good Canadian friends. It's nice to have you on.
I've just remembered, if I don't do this, I'll be in trouble. I'll give a shout out to Will Dengar, which is my son. So he'll be pleased with that. And since I've done him, I better also do Leo, otherwise he'll be furious with me. So thanks.
Cool. All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Catch you later.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks, man.